Everyone overlooked her in seat 14A, until the pilot shouted, "Mayday," and F-22s heard her call sign. The Boeing 787 sliced through the dusk sky, its wings glowing orange in the fading sun. Passengers were quiet, half asleep, some watching movies, others scrolling endlessly through their phones. Somewhere in the middle of the cabin, seat 14A sat by the window, barely noticed, its occupant quiet, composed, almost invisible. She wore a gray hoodie, hair tied back in a simple braid. No makeup, no insignia, just another traveler, it seemed. The man in 14B didn't even look up when she slid into her seat before takeoff. No one did. To the cabin crew, she was just the woman in 14A. She kept her hood up, eyes on the clouds. When the engines leveled and the seatbelt sign went off, she didn't move. She didn't read, didn't eat, didn't talk. But her posture, perfectly straight even when she slept, hinted at something else. 2 hours into the flight, turbulence hit. A few bumps, nothing serious. Then came a sharp jolt. The plane dropped 100 feet, and gasps filled the cabin. The captain's calm voice followed, steady but strained. "Ladies and gentlemen, we're experiencing a little technical issue. Please remain seated." The lights flickered. Then the left engine coughed, once, twice, and went dead. The hum of air became a roar of wind. The cabin tilted. The quiet became a low panic. The woman in 14A opened her eyes. Calm, steady. The man beside her gripped the armrest. "What's happening?" he whispered. She didn't answer. She just looked out the window at the darkening sky, her jaw tightening slightly. Up front, the flight attendants hurried down the aisle, faces pale. The captain's voice came again, this time faster. "Mayday, Mayday, Mayday, this is Flight 27 to LAX, we've lost Engine 1, attempting restart." A crackle of static swallowed his words. Somewhere behind the cockpit door, alarms wailed. Then, another jolt. The second engine sputtered. The cabin lights dimmed. Someone screamed. The woman in 14A slowly unbuckled her belt. The attendant shouted, "Ma'am, please stay seated." She ignored it and reached under her seat, pulling a small, flat pack from her carry-on. Military issue, olive green, edges worn. She moved with precision, every motion efficient. She pulled out a headset, something compact, with a short antenna. Her fingers flew over the buttons. She pressed the earpiece close, waiting for a frequency. Static. Then, voices. "Eagle 1, this is Guardian Control, we're tracking a distress beacon near your sector. Possible commercial failure." The woman's voice cut in, crisp, controlled, with a weight that carried authority. "Guardian Control, this is Phantom Actual. Patch me through to Air Defense Command, priority code 9. For a moment, silence. Then the comms came alive. "Say again, Phantom Actual. Identify." She exhaled softly. "This is Lieutenant Commander Anna Drake, Special Operations Flight Command. Authentication Tango 74 Echo." In the cockpit, the pilot was fighting to restart the engines. Sweat ran down his temple. His co-pilot's hands trembled on the controls. Left engine's unresponsive, right one spooling down. "We're gliding." Then, the pilot's headset crackled. "Phantom Actual is on board your aircraft." He blinked. "Say again." "Repeat. Phantom Actual is aboard. You are to maintain current altitude and await escort." Before he could respond, 2 F-22 Raptors broke through the clouds above, banking hard. Their silver bodies gleamed in the twilight. In seat 14A, Anna adjusted her mic. "Raptor lead, this is Phantom 7. You're cleared for visual confirmation. Keep your distance until I stabilize comms." The F-22 pilot's voice came back, stunned. "Phantom 7, ma'am, we thought you were. Save it. We've got a civilian aircraft losing power. I'm rerouting emergency frequency through my unit. Just keep the sky clear." The flight attendants had stopped moving. The passengers were frozen, listening to the strange calm voice echoing over the intercom as the pilot patched her through. "Who is she?" one of them whispered. The captain finally opened the cockpit door, motioning her forward. "You said Phantom 7. She nodded, stepping into the cockpit without hesitation. Her eyes scanned the instrument panels, failing systems, low hydraulics, pressure warnings. "Left engine's dead," the pilot muttered. "Right one's barely breathing." She leaned over the console, flipping a few guarded switches. "Reroute fuel pressure from auxiliary." It's a long shot, but if we get 30 seconds of thrust, we can level out before glide ratio collapses. He hesitated, but something in her tone left no room for doubt. He did as she said. The cockpit shook. Then, a spark. A faint hum returned to the right engine. Hold it steady, she ordered. You've got thrust for maybe 2 minutes. Outside, the Raptors circled close. One pilot's voice broke over the comms again. Ma'am, command confirms your clearance. We're with you all the way home. Copy that, Raptor led. Maintain formation. Tell LAX Tower we're coming in hot, and they'll want every runway cleared. The co-pilot stared at her. You're military. She didn't look up. Something like that. Minutes passed like hours. The passengers clung to their seats. The city lights of Los Angeles glimmered ahead, faint and far away. The pilot's hands trembled. We're losing altitude again. Pull flaps 20. Drop to glide. Keep her nose level. You've got one shot, she said. She leaned in, pressing the radio. Guardian Control, Phantom 7. Target is stabilized. Begin emergency vector to LAX runway 27. Her tone never wavered, calm as the storm raged outside. Below them, 2 fire engines rolled out. The runway glowed like a silver line. The right engine coughed, sputtered, but held. Come on, the pilot whispered. They hit the runway hard. Screeching tires. A jolt that threw everyone forward. The right engine gave one last roar, then died completely. The plane coasted, silent, before rolling to a stop. For 3 seconds, no one breathed. Then, applause erupted. Shouts. Tears. The pilot just turned to her. Who are you? Anna removed the headset, eyes tired but steady. Just someone who didn't want to crash today. She stood, quietly gathered her bag, and walked down the aisle as emergency crews swarmed the aircraft. Passengers stared as she passed, this quiet woman from seat 14A who had somehow spoken to fighter jets. At the door, the flight attendant stopped her. Wait, Phantom 7, did they say? Is that your call sign? She gave a faint smile. It used to be. Outside, 2 Air Force officers were waiting beside a black SUV. One saluted sharply as she stepped off. Welcome back, ma'am. Command's been trying to reach you for months. Tell them I'm still retired, she said, walking past. Tonight was just a favor. As she disappeared into the flashing lights, the pilot looked out from the cockpit window, shaking his head in disbelief. Somewhere in the control tower, a voice crackled over the comms. Phantom 7, confirmed safe. And for those who had been on that flight, one truth would remain, the quiet woman in seat 14A had saved them all. But to her, it was just another mission that no one would ever talk about.